Good afternoon. Today is July 22nd, 2017. Today on the Newscast, we're talking about the San Diego Comic-Con and everything kind of surrounding that. So stay tuned.
Hey!
Hello, everybody.
Hello. We're good.
I think my camera's sideways. That's okay. We're all just a little drunk.
We'll tilt this.
Well, we will be soon.
We will be. Today's July 22nd. As you can see, Tony's absent.
Yeah.
He's out playing Pokemon Go right now.
Because there's that new event.
Because there's a big event going on.
And Pokemon's more important than this, apparently.
Well, so here's the thing, because it is a one-day event. And then I had to laugh because today is also Brian's bachelor party. Not that he's getting married tomorrow.
No.
Or next week. It's still a...
Was not allowed to have it within a week.
That's a smart plan. I would not have planned it within a week. Either way, so Tony texted me the other day going like, oh, can we do a quick newscast? Because like I want to get out in Pokemon. And I'm like, but we're bachelor partying. And he's like, oh yeah.
He's like, oh yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'll come up with a plan. So his plan was to ignore us now so he can spend time with us later.
He will apparently be back for the post-credit show.
Yes, he's planning on being back for the post-credit show. So,
supposedly.
With that, though, San Diego Comic-Con is on right now. I'm Nick, by the way.
Brian.
Chris.
Yeah, so Comic-Con's on right now. I've been catching little bits of news.
Yeah, here and there.
Yeah, as they feed through, and I'm just like, oh, cool.
A lot of comic stuff I don't pay attention to.
Right. And then at the same time we can, because it is comic book related, D23 last week, news dropped after we had finished.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that again?
So we have those statues we were talking about last week.
Yes, right.
Are the Black Order.
Yes.
Well, so Thanos is like other children, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, his generals.
Yes.
Which is going to be kind of cool.
And again, I don't know why they really made them into statues.
To show them off.
But I don't know, and maybe that's why, because I really don't know who the Black Order is. And I've read
I kind of read up after it.
And that's the thing, like after it comes out, it's like, oh, who's this?
Yeah.
And maybe that's what the statues were kind of for.
I'm interested to who the actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And that,
they haven't...
Because they haven't even said... they haven't announced that.
Yeah.
Who the people are. And
exactly.
They're almost done filming, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So either they're going to be total CGI characters,
and I'm
or they're
assuming,
going
to be
voice
statues were pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the one was.
Yeah.
Like, you could totally do the girl one.
And maybe they're just going to be, like, generic bad guys that are
or
just...
no-name guys.
Yeah. Who are just... Yeah. Then CGI'd in. Like, they would, like, extra...
Yeah. Or you're going with like the whole
no-name
Abe Sapien where they put a guy in a costume and then voice over them with someone else after in post-production.
Could be.
It could.
Get David Hyde Pierson to actually do some work.
Yeah. I don't know what he would do.
Abe Sapien. I really wish they just would have put him in the freaking costume. Like,
yeah, maybe he didn't want to.
No, he had no idea what was going on with that entire thing. If you actually go read about it, he got his name like he didn't even want credit. So he did his voiceover stuff, and then he actually heard the guy who played Abe Sapien doing the lines, because obviously he had to talk.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Why do you need me? He can act." so he recorded his stuff, but he's like, "I'm not taking credit. Like that's all him."
Yeah.
I did not. I sat in a booth for a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, kudos to you.
I know, that's so respectable.
Frasier's brother, Niles.
Yeah.
Niles.
Frasier's brother. Yeah, it's interesting. That's kind of what we speculated Black Order would be.
Yes.
Or who those figures
were.
Again,
there was that 0.5% chance that
Fantastic
it was Fantastic
Four.
Nope. But no. And that's fine. That's exactly... I was not expecting Fantastic Four, so I was not disappointed.
Considering some news that came out of the Comic-Con here, that you're not going to get those guys real back anytime soon.
Yeah. So let's start with that. Doctor Doom is apparently getting his own film.
Woohoo! I don't know what the whole story of this is going to be.
I don't know why they went so fast back to like Doctor Doom.
And here's my thing. Villain movies, I don't get. Unless you're doing...
Not the comic ones.
No!
Like Maleficent.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was a different take.
Twist.
Yeah, it was a different take
that
on
twist.
it. But this, I don't know. I don't know why. Were they not hearing us?
No,
before?
they were hearing us. It's just it's surround sound
Okay.
now.
Oh.
No,
know
Maleficent I understand, and I don't mind like movies from the side of the antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
But with comic books, they are strictly
Villains.
Villains.
At no point, well, some of them were, I guess, good guys, but at no point was Doctor Doom
no
a good guy.
Even in the Ultimate Comics, he was sort of good for that long, but he was still he's still Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
And I don't want a movie about him like freeing Latveria from,
Well, that's what it could be.
And that's why I assume where they're going to go is him like freeing Latveria from oppression and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't need that. He doesn't need to do. He needs to dominate Latveria.
Yeah.
Like make that.
He'll start out as a good guy, kind of. Oh, we're gonna save these people, and then.
But I don't want. I don't want him to have that.
Power
like,
will get to his head, and then.
I think he should just want like world domination right from the beginning. Like just have this like, if you're gonna do it, go hard and just have him like as a poor kid sitting
There's
in his
a bad
like,
guy, and you need to take.
and just
you
plotting.
You want to start with Latveria. This is how he starts.
Yeah. Him sitting on his throne at the beginning, reminiscing about how he came to power.
Yeah. Oh, the days.
All it is just them holding on to.
I know, but that
Yeah,
pisses me off too. Because at the same time, do what Sony did. Sony got money out of Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like they made all the money off that movie,
Yeah.
and have to do no work anymore. And Marvel's just like, cool, we can have Spider-Man in our movies again.
Yeah.
This is like spectacular. This is awesome. This is spectacular.
It's
It's amazing. That's my thing. It's like.
Yeah.
Fox, all you have to do is be like, yeah, you can use the Fantastic Four, but when we
Everything
decide,
that comes with it.
but when we decide to make a movie, you're gonna make it, and we're gonna make
We're
a
gonna
crap
make the
ton of
money.
money.
And they would.
I
But
don't
when
know
has
why
Fox
this
made
is
good decisions?
Deadpool, and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Logan.
sure that was and Logan, but that was only thanks to I think. Well, that was thanks to Deadpool and Hugh Jackman, and because Hugh Jackman told the studio to pretty much piss off a couple of times.
What he did in one of those X-Men movies.
Yeah. Fuck off. But that's my thing. Like because if you read Hugh Jackman stuff for Logan, it's the same thing where Fox came in going, well, no, and like Hugh Jackman went, we're making this movie right.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to give us the money, here's the money. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Like the actor's putting his own cash into the show in an attempt to like actually
it better.
make it. And same with Ryan Reynolds, who's putting like
Who's-
his heart and soul
exactly.
into that freaking,
They have big names that are like actually coming out saying.
With number 2 coming
Hold on. Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god. Earthquake.
out. Yeah. That's
Oh god, the magic.
It's disappointing. With this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Like that's the biggest thing is it's a disappointment to me that they're just gonna make a crappy movie.
Yeah.
just to hold on to rights.
Yeah, and
another
I bet
few
you it's gonna
years.
be now that it's just Doom. It's gonna be rated R
Mm-hmm.
because that's where how Fox.
No,
is
because then
heading with stuff.
but then you're gonna think Fantastic Four.
They don't care about Fantastic Four though.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to make a Fantastic Four movie eventually.
No. No.
Fantastic 2?
Mole Man. They'll just do all the villains.
how they came to power before the Fantastic
We'll
Four
do
smacked
villain
them.
origin movies and then the superhero movie. Yeah. And again, skipping right to Doctor Doom, like you said, it's like,
Yeah. You always gotta build up.
to Doom.
Yeah.
Doom is
No.
build worthy. I mean, we talked about that with Ross here. It was like
Doom is a big
Doom is
guy.
big.
Doom is big.
He's a sorcerer. He's a scientist. He's
He's
Doom.
the smartest guy.
Yeah. Like, he taught himself magic.
Yeah.
He didn't have to go to some school in Tibet.
Yeah.
After he breaks his fingers, he was just like, magic exists.
Gonna learn up on this.
This is
Ta-da!
cool.
Oh, sorry, it's all this now.
That seems cool.
Yeah. Well, this could probably give me more power. So yeah, Doom.
Eh.
Concerning. More than
Stupid Fox.
exciting.
And that's my biggest problem with Fox is like
I will never forgive them for Firefly. Still, I'm bringing that back.
Which is on its 15th anniversary.
Yeah.
Their Blu-ray specials out.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get the Blu-ray package with all sorts of crap inside. And I'm like, how many copies of Firefly could a person own before it gets to too many?
I don't know.
Because I've actually given away a couple copies of Serenity.
I
had
had
Serenity.
collector.
Oh, so I had Serenity on
I'm trying to sell.
DVD. And then I had one of the collector things, and then I had another collector's thing. So I took all the stuff out of the one collector box, other than the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like library, we'll spread the love.
Yeah.
I don't need 3 copies of this movie. But owning the series on Blu-ray, I don't have the series on Blu-ray.
You just have to start that transfer.
And there's
It's
stuff,
a very endless.
well, see, my transfer is now to digital because again, I'm too lazy to do anything. But
No, I
there's
refuse to do digital.
there's physical crap that comes with.
I refuse to do
I
digital.
know you do. I'm lazy. I like to.
Click, click.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm watching this movie.
Well, you could stick with Marvel. With
So
Defender trailer.
Defenders.
Yeah.
They added some comedy. They showed more of them
It's
kind of as a
great.
team. Sigourney Weaver does, I think, the voiceover.
Oh, okay.
For the start of it, yeah.
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 It's kind of one of her big monologues in the show, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Where and then it shows she's talking to Elektra.
Yeah.
I had to pause there
Watch
because
this.
I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it was dark, and I'm like, who's she talking to? So I'm like rewinding and like pausing. I'm like, oh. So she's talking to Elektra.
Yeah.
So.
And I had a theory.
Yeah, I was going to say,
about
Chris had an
that.
idea.
Because in the trailer you do see Bakuto, who's still alive, probably. He's not credited in IMDb, but you see him in the trailer fighting Colleen again.
Yeah.
And you also see Madame Gao talking to Sigourney Weaver's character. My theory is that Sigourney Weaver is actually going to bring the hand all together. That because there's been these factions. Because there's kind of these kind of factions.
Right there. That's why we're pointing. She's sleeping. She's sleeping.
There's kind of these factions with the hand, but then Sigourney Weaver's character is going to bring them back to unite as one to fight off the Defenders, I guess.
Bum, bum, bum.
Which, I mean, 8 episodes. It's going to have to be quick.
I'm okay with that though. Like it's.
I would laugh if the hand actually split up into 5 different factions.
Fuck you, Sigourney Weaver.
Well, no, like if they at the start there's actually 5 different factions of the hand, with your
There are 5 fingers.
5 fingers, and she has to unite it as kind of a hand.
Sorry, as I play with the camera.
We are moving magically.
Oh god, you're so off center. It's not even funny. Okay, so explanation on the set just for a second is
Okay.
I cleaned the basement. What are you doing? That's off center.
Is it off center?
Oh, just
Stop touching.
We're good. Product placement out of the way. So I cleaned my basement yesterday. I mean the studio yesterday, and stuff got moved around a bunch. So, and then I was cleaning this morning again, and kind of like, and I'm like, oh crap, we're filming soon.
Yeah.
Set up.
Yeah. I like
So,
the
yeah.
trailer.
I like the trailer too. I think it's fun. I think
It shows off they're kind of. I assume they're gonna fight each other at one point. I do think Daredevil and Jessica are gonna.
I think they're gonna rumble because it shows him following her down the street with her kind of like.
Well, and there was
shoulder
kind of the
checking.
one scene where he's in his Daredevil
Yeah.
outfit, and he's doing that against a person dressed in kind of a leathery.
That could be Elektra
coat.
though.
I would assume that he's defending her.
Oh, maybe.
He's probably defending Elektra when
Yeah.
Jessica wants to just punch her. And
Super
Daredevil
punch.
steps in and starts doing his ninja.
And your
Stuff on a
your
superhuman.
glowy fists won't be enough. And they
Yeah.
go into a Chinese food, right? Like the Chinese restaurant, and it's like, is that pork? And it's like, nope, shrimp. It's like that guy has pork. As this guy's like exiting the kitchen, and Jessica Jones is just like, that's just creepy, like, because Daredevil knows what's going on.
But I think there was one point where Danny is being held down too.
I
would
mean,
assume hand. What I think is probably that, and that's where it leads into the hallway scene.
yeah.
Is that Danny probably goes in all guns ablazing. We gotta take these guys down, and the other 3 have to come in
I'm assuming.
him.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're coming to rescue him.
And that's probably a growing part for him was
Don't be so reckless.
where Daredevil, Luke, and Jessica are berating him for
Yeah,
being reckless.
Yeah.
but he's the immortal Iron Fist. Enemy of the hand. I hope he starts that something and like Luke Cage just like.
I know who you are.
I don't care who you are, but I'm the Iron Fist. Stupid Danny Rand. I hope he grows. Like, I'm excited to see him grow the most, just because we've seen 2 seasons of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, I think by the end of her story, like her season was actually, I think, one of the most well put together. Like her and Daredevil,
Yeah.
their 13 episodes felt like a cohesive, like.
Yeah.
Luke Cage's could have ended halfway through, or at 8. If they would have done 8 episodes, it would have been pretty good.
Yeah, they're stretching a bit.
They stretched because they took the story and twisted when they didn't need to twist. Like, they
Yeah.
added a superhero twist or a
Yeah.
supervillain twist to it when they didn't need
Well,
to.
he
Like,
needed to. He was really overpowered for what he was doing.
what, Luke Cage?
Yeah.
I get that, but then start playing the political game of like going after, and they were building all that intrigue into it, and
Yeah.
then they're like, nope, you need someone with superpowers to fight, and I'm like, then bring in Hammerhead.
Yeah.
Bong dong ding, like indestructible forehead versus indestructible, like, you know, what happens
Yeah.
when an immovable object meets an unstoppable you know.
Yeah.
Bring that in. And at least then he's a henchman.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not all of a sudden trying to take over the business, as it were.
Yeah.
Spoilers, by the way. Slightly.
Slightly. We never really. Yeah.
And then same with Iron Fist. It felt like it dragged at parts. But like Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
I'm fine. She's grown. Luke Cage is his own character already. Like, I love Luke.
Yeah. He was already kind of established with Jessica.
Yeah, and his show was, you know, I liked the show.
Yeah.
It's up there with my favorite ones. Like, I really didn't. Jessica Jones was a little.
Obviously, Daredevil takes the top.
Daredevil's the top.
Yeah.
And season 2 of that one kind of.
I liked it.
I liked it, but
I
it
don't
split
know
the
if I liked
story
it
a lot.
more,
But
but-
I
think
still
I
like
liked
the
it more
first
'cause-
one.
No, well, yeah, I think it was the
Just because it was
Kingpin
so fresh, and the
Kingpin.
Kingpin was amazing.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Defarnarnio.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. The guy from Law and Order that I hate on that I hate that Law and Order because of him.
Because of him.
His character on Law and Order Criminal Intent
Yep.
drove me absolutely insane. And they're like, he's the Kingpin, and I'm like, well, there's a show I can't freaking watch now. And then he killed it, like
Oh yeah, he did really good.
Vincent
with it.
Defarnardio.
Yeah. Something like that.
I know I'm saying it wrong. That's fine. But yeah, the Defenders. Watching Danny grow is going to be the fun part, because everybody else I feel is very well established, and they're like, "This is my job."
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica Jones, by the end of it, was like, "Okay, I've found my place."
Chugging a beer.
Yeah, she's chugging a beer in the like subway, and they're just like,
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week, and it's just like, oh, Jessica. But that's what I mean. Like, by the end of her series, or first season, I should say, because she's getting another one, but
Yeah.
she felt like she was established as to what her character, how she was going to balance the powers.
I want to see
and
the second season of her.
Me too.
Yes, I don't know where they're going to go with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Purple Man was kind of a.
And Kilgrave
big
killed
villain.
it. I loved Kilgrave.
He's a semi-big villain.
And David Tennant.
It's just how you don't with the problem with these is they go. You don't want to go too big a villain.
Yep.
Because
Then you have
that
to scale
kinda-
back.
You
Then
scale
kind
back
of
and-
why aren't the Avengers stepping in on this?
Correct.
Yeah.
If this is too big of a villain,
And Kilgrave almost got there. Like, if Kilgrave would have kept going,
enhancing his power.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been almost, if like she stopped it right at that cusp.
Yeah.
Which is why it's a shame that the movies don't actually like interact at all.
Yeah.
Because even
And
like a
address
tiny
that,
little
yeah.
something on a screen where it goes like, you know, oh, this guy was on our radar, but like this low level person took care of it.
Someone
It's
else
cool.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of female leads in shows, this one just came out this week, and I'm not sure if it's San Diego Comic-Con news, but the new Doctor Who.
Oh yes. I don't really watch Doctor Who, so I don't.
Okay, so I stopped after he transformed into Peter Capaldi,
The latest guy
the latest guy.
after David Tennant.
No, David Tennant was replaced by
Oh yes.
Matthew? The
Something.
guy with the fez. because fezzes are cool. And I watched him, and he was like David Tennant to me was
The best.
the
The
best.
doctor.
He was my doctor.
Who's your doctor?
And that's the cool thing about Doctor Who that I love is you meet people and you're like, no, clearly like this is the best
my
doctor.
doctor,
And you're
yeah.
like, oh, piss off. Even the guy that came back for the relaunch of Doctor Who, I liked him. And I've seen him and stuff, and I can't remember his name right now. But like he was the villain in Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
I can't put a face to that.
I can't remember his name.
Um,
I know who you're talking
But
about.
either
yeah.
way, like he came back, and I'm like, well, this is a fun role for him because he was kind of he's jokey, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, that's nice. Like it's kind of cool to see a guy who's normally villainy
and
Take on the
take
good
on
guy
kind
role.
of and a fun good guy. Like
Yeah.
the Doctor's pretty fun. And then David Tennant just killed it for so long because he can get to that dark place where he's like, I've been alive forever and my planet's been destroyed and all. Like he gets deep.
Yeah.
And the next guy after him was still good, but the companions have to also
Change up.
but they have to match. Like they have to bring it along with whoever's
Yeah.
bringing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Amy Pond, which is
Blonde.
the redhead
Oh.
from Guardians.
Gillen.
Yes,
Karen Gunn.
Karen Gill. Yeah.
Okay.
So she was one of the so when she was the companion, and at that point she was the companion and her fiance in the show was both of them kind of traveled with the Doctor sometimes, and it was
Yeah.
like, this is amazing. And then they got a new companion, and the new Doctor showed up, and I'm like, Nick's losing interest in this.
And now
And then apparently the writing went to crap from what I've been reading online.
Oh,
it's been on for so long.
I know. So this happened. So now they're rebooting. Or the Doctor is now regenerating and coming back as a female for the first time.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I thought that I read that and I'm like, that is a great idea. Why did we
it's a
not
good
think of this
idea.
sooner?
I think, yeah.
Like
It's
the
about
Doctor's
time, really.
the Doctor never actually whenever they ask who the Doctor, it's like, oh, I'm the Doctor. And then that's the joke is, well, Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And there's lots of controversy, though. For
And not
some people.
not as much. The internet obviously blows
It
it
blows it up a lot.
up.
I think it was, you said like 20%.
20%
right?
were against versus
Were against
80%
That are okay with it.
that are
Yeah.
like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact is a new showrunner's coming into the show.
Yeah.
So the lady who's becoming the Doctor, whose name I don't know, I apologize. I've been
I
off the...
recognize her face from somewhere.
Well, she's on a show right now. And the person who was the showrunner on that show is now the showrunner for Doctor
So
Who.
they're
So
familiar
both
with
of
each
them
other.
are coming
Coming
over.
over.
So it's like, oh... So he knows what she can do.
Yeah.
And she knows kind of where he comes from. So now, depending on what they
Now,
do for a companion...
The companions
Yeah.
have always been female, right?
No, well, mostly. Sometimes
Mostly.
they'll bring, like I said, Amy Pond. Like Karen brought
Someone.
Rory, I believe his name was, with her,
Yeah.
and so for the longest time, like the two of them.
So are they going to switch the role then of the companion? Is
I
going
don't
to
know
be
because the companion isn't always like a love interest per se.
Yeah,
Well, not
it's
say
just
love
like
interest. They
Yeah.
don't never seem like love interests.
Some of them do. Some of them fall for the Doctor. Billy
Saves
Piper.
Your,
Billy
saves
Piper.
your life enough, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy Piper like loved the Doctor, and they kind of played that off like he loved her too, and
Yeah.
then she disappeared, and then he got a new companion, and da 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 da. And then some of them are just like, I don't like some of them who are very popular on the internet, so I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to die.
Start something.
Start something on our show, and some of them are just literally there to just, smack him back into place.
Yeah.
Like he's like, we're gonna do this, and they're like,
They're
are
like,
you
"No."
insane? No, we're not. I'm turning this phone booth around. And he's like, you can't do that. Well, fine. And then he gets grumpy because he's a giant man child. Like,
As one is.
so it'll be interesting. Like this might actually get me back into Doctor Who,
Yeah.
which is
I've never got into it, so it's.
and Doctor Who's a tough one to jump in. Like,
I would assume you start back with that guy from the 60 Seconds.
Yes, start
That's
with
when you
that
start, and then catch up.
because you don't need to go back to the black and white stuff that the BBC doesn't even have all the episodes of.
Oh, really?
The BBC had a warehouse with all their film in it from all their shows,
Oh,
and they were
and
cleaning up.
They got missing.
No, they started throwing stuff out because they're like, we don't need this. This is like a 50-year-old show. So they threw it out, and then they had to go around once Doctor Who came back, and all of a sudden,
It got
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Like, welcome to the era of the nerd.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the BBC was going around going, did anybody tape the show? Anybody.
Anyone have
We
a
will
copy
buy
of that?
your VHSs off of you, essentially. And that's
no
how
matter
a
what
lot
quality.
but that's how a lot of the like older episodes
Yeah.
have been found, is people
Oh.
taped them and
Huh.
kept them
Interesting.
for all those years.
They'd be worth a lot of money.
The BBC
Yeah.
paid through the nose.
Wow.
They still
it's
will
like,
have all of them.
Damn, why did my grandmother not watch Doctor Who?
Doctor
Like,
Who.
she has 800 VHS tapes in her freaking apartment, and they're all like church. She tapes Mass. I don't know why she keeps it.
Fond memories.
Of Mass?
Yes.
It's the same thing. I hate to break this to you, but the book's only so long. And when you watch
Different
like,
interpretations? I don't know.
but it's from the same church. Like, this is the thing. When you're watching the same priest in the same place, eventually he's going to run out of material. Especially
That's why they
like,
switch up priests every once in a
but
while.
especially like Roman Catholic Church
Mm-hmm.
is very not like, I'm here today to talk to you guys about community and this happened to me the other day. Roman Catholic Church
It's very like...
is very, this is what we are supposed to be doing today.
Yeah. We read
Amen.
this.
Yeah.
This is what that means.
We shall now sing this hymn. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Amen. And you're like,
This is really long.
okay.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the hell they're saying because it's all in Latin.
Yeah.
If they do it properly. That's what I've been told.
Oh.
I come from an Italian background. I know what's up. Either way, yeah, so female Doctor Who, I'm excited. I might actually start watching the show and just pretend Peter Capodelli never happened.
Maybe it's still the same companion, isn't it?
I think it's still Clara,
For yeah.
which is a shame because I liked Amy Pond. And I liked Billy Piper, so if you're watching and you're like, who's the companion he didn't like, you can suss it out from that because there's only like one other one. And she was just whiny to me as a person.
Yeah.
She fit the show. Like, it's not like I stopped watching the show going, ugh. But she'd say something, I'd just be like, ugh. If you've watched Community and they're like, you know, when they say she's such a Minerva,
Yeah.
that's what I get from
That's what
her,
you get.
is that vibe of like, you just don't want him to have any fun. Which is what I want out of the show. Like, she's actually a really good character, but for me, I'm just like, ugh, such a horrible companion, never letting him have any fun. The rest of them are all just like, sounds like a good idea, Doctor. And you're just like, yeah.
You know what you're talking about.
Let him get you out of trouble as he leads you in deeper into like,
Deeper into the problems.
da, da, da. Frank Miller's apparently coming back to 300.
Yay. The comic.
Mythical prequel to 300. The comic, I'm
Well,
assuming.
and just to kind of jump back to the Marvel,
Oh, yep.
Iron Fist Season 2 has been announced.
Which is
officially.
so.
And
This one's the
they kept it a
longest.
secret from everyone, and they just announced it at the panel. It was even a shock to the guy who plays Danny Rand.
Well, see, and I think they were waited this long because season 1 came out and it was like Daredevil came out and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this
When
is the
do we have
best
season
television
2?
ever!" Yeah, season 2, give now. Jessica Jones came out and everybody's like, "That was an interesting take because it was very different from
Yeah.
Daredevil. Cool." Luke Cage came out, everybody's like, "Luke's like he's like a badass. Cool, give us more Luke." Iron Fist came out and everybody's like, "Okay." So I think they waited till the Defenders was kind of
Done.
cut and done, and like the execs got to see that and go, okay, Danny Rand's an actual. They have matured him, they've let him grow.
Yeah.
Let's give him another
give it
season.
one more.
Because people will watch the Defenders and be like, that's the Danny Rand I want.
Yeah.
So,
Right. There was even a little, I think it was Taiwanese trailer
oh yeah,
for the Defenders where it's Stan Lee's in the back of a vehicle getting drove around, and there's all these things happening from all 4 of the shows
Oh.
going on kind of outside the vehicle.
Yeah.
As kind of a nice little tribute,
That's pretty funny.
which is great.
Punisher clip revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Punisher.
Show his back or something? Or...
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the Punisher.
See if he shows up in the Defenders.
I don't think he will, because I think they're telling a pretty tight-knit story. Why is my mouse all the way over? Alright. Guns, weapons, stuff. Punisher!
Yay.
I'm excited for Punisher. That one can come out too. See, and again, like Punisher shows up on Daredevil, everybody's like, more of that. Give him his own show.
Yeah.
And again, Iron Fist comes out, and everybody's like,
I think because they were expecting a Daredevil, because he's similar with the type of action.
I was expecting better karate.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting
Well,
better.
like you expect that action, like you think, oh, he's
Yeah.
trained, and you think he's
Yes.
good, just as good as Daredevil. And
Yes,
everyone.
that was my issue. Was
And that's what
Daredevil
everybody's
the
expecting.
Daredevil the street brawler. She's dreaming. The monster under the table. Daredevil, like the street brawler, had such good fight scenes.
Yeah.
And then you go to Iron Fist, expecting Iron Fist, going like, yeah,
To kick butt.
because again, Luke
Well, he did
Cage,
kick butt, but
Luke
it's just,
Cage and Jessica Jones punch real hard, so they don't really have to have like
yeah.
super good fight scenes. Whereas Danny Rand, you're expecting like,
Smooth.
I am expecting, okay, B-level Jet Li, Jackie Chan stuff. Like I'm expecting at least some martial arts.
Yeah.
Like bring in a choreographer like that into this thing and be like, okay, let's get these fight scenes going.
Yeah.
Because even if you watch Jackie Chan, he's explained fight scenes, how they do them, like how he does them,
Yeah.
where you actually show the hit twice. So you go wide angle of like the hit connecting,
Yeah.
and then you zoom in on the hit again as it connects. But it feels seamless. Like you don't
Yeah.
actually notice that the guy gets punched twice.
Yeah.
But he's like, that creates the impact. That creates the... And you actually get to see the punch, not all of a sudden like a fist flying at you and then...
Yeah.
He's like, they cut too early. That's the problem with Western fighting
Martial
movies.
art.
Yeah. Is they don't actually show the fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jackie Chan. Get him to choreograph. Like, get him to
He's still
choreograph.
doing movies.
He can choreograph. It would take him 5 seconds. He's probably got like a bank of stuff. Like, okay, do page 20.
He's doing
Do page-
voiceover stuff.
Is he doing another cartoon?
Well, he did Kung Fu Panda.
I know he did Kung Fu.
Yeah.
He's Monkey.
He's Monkey.
He did the cartoon.
He's the the master for Lego Ninjago movie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Good
He's
old
the
Jackie
master.
Chan. And he's doing that wicked, like, Taken movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Foreigner.
Oh, thanks. I was just going to Taken 4. Liam Neeson's replacement. Old Jackie Chan.
Old Jackie
But he's
Chan.
still doing his own.
I know. I love Jackie Chan, though. I've always loved Jackie Chan. And the
Yeah.
fact that he's doing that Foreigner movie, I'm just like... Because
At
that's...
your age.
Well,
Yeah.
but if you watch all of his movies, even his, like, his, you know, original stuff, he
Original.
was always goofy, but still one hell of a fighter.
Yeah.
The fact that this movie is going to lose the goof and just show him fighting and, like, brutalizing people, it's like...
Enticing.
I know.
Yeah.
Because that was, like, when him and Jet Li did that one movie.
Yeah. Forbidden Kingdom.
Forbidden
Oh yeah.
Kingdom.
Forbidden Kingdom.
He could,
was
like, they fought.
Yeah.
He essentially did the Drunken Master stuff.
He did the
again.
Drunken Master
Yeah.
stuff again.
So he got to be goofy, but at the same time, you got to see him fight Jet Li, and it's like, yeah.
That's what you
That,
wanted.
that was like the
That's what we
moment
were
that
waiting for,
everyone
right?
was waiting for. Was
Yeah.
a Jet Li, Jackie Chan.
Well, 'cause
Well,
it's...
but it was once again the issue I had with that movie is not. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's very kid.
Oh, yeah.
oriented.
Very
Oh,
kid
yes,
oriented.
very,
I was just
very.
going to say that. It was
but
very, like...
maybe take the Foreigner and add it to a Jet Li movie.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the same movie I had with the Jason Statham Jet Li movie.
Oh yes.
Is there wasn't that much fighting.
Yeah.
I know.
Like
It
you
was a little
expect like those two guys.
You know what? Just film them fighting.
Fight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was more story based and
Yeah.
it was like oh.
I remember back in the day when they announced that Dragon Ball movie, everyone was like, Jackie Chan for Goku, Jet Li for Vegeta, and then have them fight.
Yeah, done.
and then
Way
And then we
back
got
in the
that
day,
movie.
and then we got that movie.
Even have Jet Li or have even have Jackie Chan be Master Roshi.
Sure.
Yeah.
He'd be a good Master Roshi now.
Okay, and, like,
He'd be
to his credit...
He'd be the creepy, funny guy.
He was
Yeah.
a great Mr. Miyagi.
He was. He was.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith sucked.
Yes.
That movie in its entirety sucked as a film, but
But Jackie Chan was the
Jackie
best
Chan
part of
killed
the
it.
movie.
Like, he comes out and I'm like, yeah, if anybody's gonna be Miyagi, because, you know, you can't have Miyagi back because he's passed away, but it's like,
Yeah.
if anybody's gonna be him, like, Jackie Chan's
Jackie
got
Chan.
this.
He
He's-
takes on that role.
well, because he's goofy, but at the same time, he's like,
He could turn that serious.
he does, and that's why I'm excited for this. Either way, we're digressing too far.
We digress all the time.
I know we do.
What else was there?
I don't know. We're looking.
Just with Marvel or with other stuff?
In general,
There's that Spawn.
Oh,
right,
Spawn!
Spawn.
Todd McFarlane.
So excited.
Todd McFarlane directing.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is director debut.
This is his directorial debut.
A highly anticipated movie.
Yes.
I'm
Already.
hoping he surrounds himself with people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So all his job is essentially to do is
Well,
stick to the
I
story.
can't remember who they said the production company was. They had some big names going with it,
Yeah,
or big movies that came with it.
I'm assuming
Should we talk about the last Spawn movie?
it was a movie.
I think he didn't have a big issue with it.
He didn't.
No, I think he loved John. I think he said he loved John Leguizamo. Freaking
Leguizamo.
yeah, he liked him as the villain.
The villain, yeah.
He loved it.
He did do a good job as...
Get Out, Purge, Split, like all those are
Bloomhouse Productions.
yeah, those are decent movies that they've produced.
Yep.
Like
And
I
again-
haven't watched Get Out, but I heard that's a good movie. The Purge is not.
The Purge is hit and miss depending on which Purge you watch.
Yes.
I like the first one.
Is that the one in the house?
Yes.
Yes. I
With
like
Ethan
the
Hawke.
first.
That one's not bad. That one was good.
And I heard Split is
Split's
great-
supposed to be crazy.
Split's
That's
supposed to be
with
really good.
that's with Professor X, right?
yes.
Yeah,
okay.
and that's supposed to be connected to Unbreakable.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is he creating an unbreakable universe?
Yeah, they
now?
want to create an Unbreakable
Well, there's
universe.
supposed to be a Mr. Glass movie.
I was gonna say they're supposed because
Yeah.
there was supposed to be a Mr. Glass movie coming out.
I think that's still coming, but they've done some.
And the
good
Paranormal
stuff.
Activity movies are 50-50. They just went too far with
they
it.
just, they just
That's
kept
his
going.
I think that's the first one. It doesn't necessarily say
Yeah.
they did.
And I haven't
The other
seen
one.
Get Out, but I heard that was supposed to be quite...
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've done some decent movies.
Sure.
Or produced some decent movies.
And again, it's producing, so
Yeah.
it
Give
doesn't.
the
You're
money.
not
It's
getting.
not
Yeah.
just- yeah.
But they know a decent flick
Yep.
when they see it.
Well, Spawn. If you do
And of course,
Spawn
you give
properly.
it to McFarlane, who knows the material.
So that's my piece. Is at least it's McFarlane in charge of the creative part.
Aspect of
Now
it,
I'm
yeah.
just hoping he has like. That's why I say I hope he has like a decent, camera guy.
Yeah.
The DPs and the this and the that. Like, he needs someone who goes like, the camera angle you asked for sucks, or he'll draw a picture
Yeah.
because he can do that and go, I want that on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Like, as a director, totally cool. I just hope he's not gonna be completely in charge of a bunch of like misfit.
I trust him.
Me too. That's what I say.
I'm just.
I hope he gets a
super
very
excited.
talented second hand.
True, kind of.
Because as a director and writer, done.
Yeah.
Because he can't screw up the character. And if everybody's like, that's not the Spawn I know, he can be like, well, tough shit, because that's the
That's it.
story I'm telling.
That's the
Yeah.
Spawn I created.
And guess what? My movie, my character.
Sorry, I touched your foot instead of the
It's
dog.
not the dog.
It's fine.
I'm putting the dog on my foot.
So yeah,
Digress.
Spawn.
I am super excited for that.
I hope it's a little more horror.
Yes, he did say it was going to be a rated R
Oh,
movie.
good.
And
Because like
obviously,
the previous one was rated R, but it was more like an action.
yes,
Was it rated R?
yeah.
Because there wasn't really that much.
No,
Okay, back
like,
then it was
wasn't.
rated R.
Yeah, back
I was
way
gonna
back
say,
in that.
you look at
Standards
the-
of R have changed.
Yeah.
That really does not look like an R movie.
I always laugh. You go back to R-rated films, and it's like, why was this rated R?
Yeah.
Considering you watch a
Maybe
movie now
the
that's
language?
PG-13 and there's like way more in it.
Yeah.
And you're just
Language, maybe?
maybe.
Oh yeah, I guess maybe language.
Was there nudity
I-
in that movie?
No, there was like no nudity in that movie.
I guess once you drop more than one F-bomb, you're screwed.
Like,
Yeah. Back in that day, yeah, if you have
You
one
know, you
F-bomb.
still. Oh yeah, you can now. You can have one.
Yeah, now you can have one.
Get one.
yeah.
You get one.
But I mean, remember, even like
Honestly, if I made any movie, like the PG-13 rating
Oh, yeah.
or whatever, and it's like we can fit one in, guys. Where are we gonna drop it? And they're like,
It
our
wasn't-
movie doesn't really need one. Nope.
we are gonna put
We're
it
putting
in.
it in now because we can.
All of the superhero ones have them. We have to too.
Yeah.
Honestly, just have like a cab driver almost hit someone, and it's like, hey, F you, buddy. Just use it on something like completely ridiculous.
Right,
Everybody be
totally.
like, that didn't fit with the rest of the film.
Oh well, worked for me.
Well, it's like on Community, the last season when they went to Yahoo, they had no rules. So everybody's like, oh, they can actually start swearing now, and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And they didn't until like the last episode, and all of a sudden the dean just like gets heavy and dark and was just like, it's all just fucking useless. And I'm like,
They did it.
I literally paused it, rewound it, and like played, because I'm like, did he? He did. But that's how out of place it is when you're not used to someone
Yeah.
swearing all of a sudden being like, That's like watching Bob Saget after you saw him on Full House.
Yeah.
Or watching Robin Williams after you grew up with him as you're Mork and Ork, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, Mork from Ork, and it's just all of a sudden he's on stage like swearing up a storm, and it's like, Robin, why?
Where did you go wrong?
Why did you learn these words? I'm not allowed to use them, neither are you.
Childhood.
New Sonic comic book partnership announced.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to IDW. So those are the IDW's Hellboy and those guys.
Okay.
He's currently with the people who do Archie comics.
And those are going downhill.
Well, ever since that show came out.
Yeah.
Gosh darn show.
I blame Riverdale for all problems.
There was the Ben Affleck stuff.
Yeah. So
They're
they've
anticipating that he's going to be leaving the DCU pretty soon.
They've scrapped his entire script now.
Yeah.
Well, what I could see happening, and this is kind of will lead into my post-credit show talk with their animated stuff, is there is a time where Dick Grayson takes over at that.
I get that.
So that could be something happened to Batman. Here's Dick for a bit.
Yeah.
And then when you have a new actor for Batman, bring him back in.
I get that, but we just got Ben Affleck, and honestly, again, he was the best part of Batman v Superman.
He was.
But they're already planning it.
I know.
You'll probably see. He's obviously going to do the Justice League movie.
Too late for that. It's filmed.
Yep. So he's doing now.
Yeah.
And and I assume that this is what this is. Batman movie is going to do. This is going to be his last one already.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Because I would love that story to happen.
Yeah. We'll have to introduce Nightwing then.
I think they will. They've already had rumors of Nightwing coming in as his own solo movie.
I was going to say technically because he's been Batman for 20 years. So Nightwing's already... No, Batman's been Batman in those movies. They say he's been Batman for at least 20
years. Yeah,
so Dick Grayson's clearly been around. It's not like he picked him up as old man Batman.
No, and
so Nightwing's probably
they could
Bloodhaven.
I mean, the ideal story for a Batman movie, because apparently it's going noir, more noir-ish.
Yes.
But the story I would like is the Red Hood story.
Yes.
That story.
That would be a good story.
I played the game version of that. I watched the animated movie of that. I haven't read the comic, but that would be a great
the
movie.
Red Hood story.
Actual animated, or not animated, but actual live action movie, and then have it at the end where Batman feels just so guilty that he just has to walk away.
Yeah.
And then Dick takes over.
Dick takes over.
My big thing is even Wonder Woman sets up Bruce Wayne is the one that's sending her he sends her the picture I found the original and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Batman is so clearly invested right now for him to just one movie later be like, well, Batman out.
Yeah, it would be
feels like such a cop-out.
Well, if he's been around though. Like I said, he's been around
but they don't they establish it with one line and then ignore it for the rest of the film. Because even Superman's all there's this Bat character running around causing trouble. And it's no shit, he's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah. But then, you do see the Joker or the Robin suit
with the Joker,
writing all over it. So he's been around for a while. And that's why you could tie a Red Hood story into it.
Oh, for sure you could. Totally. I just don't want to see Ben Affleck go so... I don't want to lose Batman so soon.
You look at... But the most someone's had for Batman is 3.
I know, but when you're trying to build a world...
Yeah,
it hurts losing.
It's like if Tony Stark left.
But technically, he's been with Justice League coming out. It's the second movie, and then a Batman movie is 3.
Yeah.
So
I know he's got 3 under. He'll have 3 movies under his belt. One of them was shit though. So really,
but still, they got it as the Batman
Yeah.
character. Michael Keaton did 2. Val Kilmer did 1. George Clooney did 1.
You know what? They should just bring back Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I
love Michael Keaton.
I'd be okay with
as
that.
Old Man.
Wait, someone even said that. They're like, if you were going to do... I forgot where I saw it. It might have been Kevin Smith. Either way.
Batman Beyond?
No, someone was talking, they should have done this as Batman versus Superman, because Batman versus Superman is older man Bruce Wayne.
Older man.
Who puts on, he puts on the armored stuff essentially to be able to move.
Yeah.
Because he's so crippled by old age that, he has to... It's to help him fight Superman, but at the same time, it's also, allowing him to move around.
Yeah.
Someone's bring Michael Keaton in. Not Michael Keaton, George Clooney, because he did such a good Bruce Wayne. And
Oh
it's
yes,
like,
he was a good Bruce.
he's done, and he knows he can act, and a lot of that was Joel Schumacher with the directing of that Batman movie. They're like, that'd be so cool to bring in like old man George Clooney, because he's that perfect age right now where he's still the silver fox, you know, like he's
Silver Fox.
I would more lean towards Keaton on that.
me too. In my brain, just bring back Keaton.
I love Keaton.
Because Keaton was like,
He was.
I still love
Because he
those
hasn't done
Batman
enough flying characters.
movies. Which one am I now? Line?
Oh, this guy again.
Spider-Man, I'm here to... No, wait.
Joker.
Yeah.
Played by Jared Leto.
But I feel like Batman is like the Tony Stark, like, of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He is, because that's where the
Yeah.
whole world
And then
rolls
Tony
around.
Stark has been in, or I guess I mean Robert Downey Jr. has been in so many of those.
That's what I mean. Like,
MCU.
Robert Downey Jr. is such a foundation in those films.
If Robert Downey Jr. left, it'd be like,
And he can leave now and have big impact.
yeah,
Ben Affleck leaving is just kind of like...
it wouldn't be as.
Bye!
You just started.
You
just
just
started.
started.
No, that's. I made my point about it.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
if he's going to leave...
It's like
yes.
it's almost like the James Bonds.
Yeah.
And I get that too.
There was
but-
what? Sean Connery did 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
They
James
never
Bond
go,
is...
They never go past that point.
And James Bond is one of those things. If you're trying to, again, establish a universe, changing people constantly, like the Hulk,
You can kind of get away with it.
you can kind of get away.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Ang Lee Hulk we don't count that Hulk.
Yes, we do.
Edward
Edward Norton.
Norton,
I liked his.
I liked his,
Yeah.
but I love...
He just has issues off screen.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
He became an issue.
But I love Mark Ruffalo.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I do love Mark.
Like, I love his Bruce Banner.
You heard
I
what
think
Mark
he was-
Ruffalo said, like too, like.
Well,
you
it's
know,
Universal, it's Toya.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
I love how Universal, like, a lawyer didn't read into whatever that one piece was in the contract.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Marvel, for the rest of time, can continue using Hulk in team-up movies.
But he can't have his own.
But,
He can't have his own
but
solo.
if he's going to have his own solo movie, it has to go through Universal Pictures.
Yeah.
So it's the same deal they have with Sony, but it's forevers.
Yeah, it's forever.
Well, maybe they buy that out.
I'm assuming Universal will one day just be like, fine,
Just have it.
just take
Well,
it.
no, as long as the Avengers are doing good.
The
they're not
Hulk's
gonna-
tough to do, like, in his own solo film anyway. So putting
They
Planet
Once
Hulk...
you do,
already
like, once you do
established
Planet
a
Hulk.
villain for that second movie,
I know.
Yeah.
which I would have loved to have.
But like, and Ross talked about this with us, and I'm not sure if you were here that. No, you weren't here that day. But just bringing in those villains as like a Thunderbirds type thing. So you're not doing a Hulk movie. You're doing something else in the MCU with another team up movie that's not Hulk. It's
Hulk and Black Widow.
Hulk and Friends,
Yeah.
Hulk and Black Widow.
or just call it like Thunderbirds and
Yeah.
or not Thunderbirds.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Sorry.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said Thunderbirds, I was
Thunderbirds.
thinking the puppets and the.
Yeah.
Well, there's a Thunderbird for the Gifted
Oh yeah. Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
show, which got a trailer.
Yeah. Again, that show's kind of it's on the radar, but. Eh.
Yeah.
Ba-bum.
That's all. I think that was all I kind of had for this. Because even game-wise, there wasn't much.
You can talk about Telltale.
Oh,
yes.
right, yes, Telltale.
Yes.
With Telltale coming out with 3 games.
Yep.
Well, I guess 3 sequels, in a sense. Starting with a new Batman game,
Batman.
which will come out in August, first episode. This one will have, they said that the Joker will be, or Joe, or whatever his name is in the game. There's a guy named Joe. Very familiar. And he's going to take over, he's going to kind of be the
antagonist.
main antagonist.
Ooh.
Riddler will show up. Amanda Waller will show up. I think that's all they've kind of said for now.
We've announced so far.
But I mean,
still
what,
have
the
to finish season one.
first game had 3 villains?
Penguin, Catwoman,
Two-Face?
Two-Face.
Well, I wouldn't count Catwoman as a villain.
Fine then, don't.
I mean, what he went
Yeah.
against, right?
Yeah.
It was Two-Face, Arkham,
Whatever that was.
something.
Yeah.
and then Penguin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if this one has 3, then I mean you got Riddler.
And I will do the same thing I do every time with those games. I play the first 3 episodes and never play it again.
Yeah.
Because that's how I play every Telltale
I wait
game.
till all 5.
Yeah, I wait till they all come out.
See, in Batman, I was like, oh, I'll try, episode 1.
Yeah.
And then he played it, and I'm like, yeah! And then episode 2 came out fairly soon after I had gotten, I think, or I had season 1, or episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I played through, like, those. I'm like, yeah! And then 3 came out, and I'm like, okay, I'll play 3. And then all of a sudden, it was just that little bit of time too far into episode 4, and all of a sudden I got busy
Just
with
lost
work,
interest.
or busy with,
Yeah.
or my attention went, like, this way, and I'm like...
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, yeah, I should finish that. Because Graham's done. Like, he finished that game.
yeah,
Because he was trying to play along with me so that we could talk about it. And he's like, it's episode 4. And I'm like, it's out?
I mean, I beat it
Yeah.
too, but it's... Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do this one. I'm actually interested to see the Riddler stuff.
The Riddler is a cool...
Mhm.
the Riddler is like a good piece to a Telltale game, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, choose the
Lots
right
of
answer.
good dialogue and lots of
Yeah.
Choose
There's
the right
a
answer
lot
or
of-
you fail.
Yeah.
Pretty much what I'm imagining.
Yeah. The Riddler will remember this. You're a dummy. You didn't get any of my answers right.
No.
Just sad Batman.
Shut up.
I can get answers right if I want to.
Still part of my plan.
What else? Then they...
Walking Dead.
Telltale season 4. I think it's 4 now.
I think it's 4.
Because New Frontier was 3.
Yeah.
And this will be the last one with Clementine.
Hmm.
This is Clementine's last one. They said it's overall the last Walking Dead that they're going to do.
Yeah.
Clementine will remember that. Honestly, I hope.
Which is,
after-
I think, I mean, she was a teenager in 3.
I think.
An older teenager.
Again, I got to episode 3 of the first season.
Well, I'm just seeing from the trailer. I haven't played it yet, but in the trailers...
Yeah, I think she's
an
established.
older teen
Yeah.
now. So she's kind of probably going to be an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I wish they would do, though? Is update that stupid engine.
Nope.
I know, the engine's getting outdated.
So, like, I loved the look of Walking Dead. Walking Dead played well. Playing Batman I was just watching it going, okay, let's take a break. Let's redo our engine. Let's figure something.
Probably not the way they're going with games.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, because they can just keep pumping it. But that's the problem. Is it's like, guys,
Yeah.
the engine needs
I
some
mean-
love.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, what? They still have the Guardians going. I
Yeah.
think they're on episode 2 or 3.
I don't know. I never actually picked that one. up.
I'm waiting
haven't
for
got
all
that
5
yet. I'm
to
waiting
come
for
up before I do
the whole-
anything. Batman is coming out in August, and then you have the Walking Dead coming out next year.
And there's also that.
Wolf Among Us will come out
too.
next year.
And I never even played that one.
I haven't played through. I've played the
I
first
don't even own
episode.
it.
The Wolf Among Us was pretty good.
I played the
nice
first
take
one,
on
but I
like a
haven't-
fairy tale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I played the first episode, but I haven't played the second
Oh.
or anything beyond that.
I liked it. It's good.
Pause.
But I like it because they're
That's
doing
a
their
big
Yeah.
Doom update.
they're doing their whole or keep their series going. Essentially, I thought Wolf Among Us was dead. Actually,
Yeah.
Well,
I thought
yeah.
there was
it's been
gonna
so
be
long in between
yeah.
games. Batman, it
And
wasn't
how
really
it
that
ended
long.
felt like it was like, a good conclusion to Wolf Among Us.
No, I
Yeah.
do not have the Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, like, and comic books are a hit and miss kind of thing. Like, I don't pay attention to a lot of the announcements they make comic book wise at any of these conventions because storyline wise, I'm done with the
there's
big
the
events.
whole
Yeah.
the whole what I briefly read about it was the Batman or the something metal.
Oh, okay.
And essentially what it is 7 different Batmans have come in from different universes,
Mhm.
and they're all evil. And they're all going to wipe everyone out,
Mhm.
which is terrifying, because one
Reverse.
Batman is
Yeah.
terrifying, you're going to have 7.
Reverse Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Speaking of Telltale games, though, if you haven't played any, ever, hit up humblebundle.com right now, as you can get the Sam and Max games, Puzzle Agent, Bone, which I did not know they had done as a game.
Yeah.
I love
I remember
Bone.
the comic books of Bone.
Like, I loved Bone as a kid.
I never knew they made a game
I
for
did.
it.
It's only
Episode
episode
1
1 and 2. It's not even a complete thing yet. They
Oh.
just finished, but Bone on their engine.
Where you can still see like the lines.
I know. Like, it blows me away that it's
Like
still.
it's not like smooth curves.
So Bones out. Poker Night at the Inventory,
Which is good.
which is a good one. Walking Dead, the first one.
They apparently have a Poker Night at the Inventory too.
There
Yes,
is, but I
I
have
played
that
that
one too.
Played that one.
Season 2 of The Walking Dead's on here. Game of Thrones. The other Walking Dead mini-series that they released.
There's another one, apparently.
And Walking Dead, you get 50% off
The New Frontier.
Mm.
And then there's more games coming in 2 days and 24 hours. So
Probably
3 days,
probably those Batman and
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
that.
And either way, Humble Bundle, I hate to break this to you, but 24 hours equals 1 day.
Maybe it's just under.
It's just, I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
like the clock ticked and they don't have like the minutes showing.
It's like 23:53.
Something stupid, yeah. So
Something
it's up, rounds up, but it's like, when you round up from there. Fun fact.
But I mean, there was also new trailers for Kingsman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was great. Even a little
I am
short
looking
with
forward
tied into
to
Archer.
Yeah.
Oh
A little
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I love to, like, people were kind of, well, they can't bring what's his name back. And it's like, you got
What was
shot in
that
the head,
guy?
and I'm like, did you not see the rest of that film? Like, the chick
I
had
bet
like
you he-
blades on her legs.
On her legs.
I bet you he had a metal piece right behind his
Something
eye.
stupid.
Something.
He's got an eye
something.
patch.
Yeah, so he
He's
probably
coming
lost
back
it-
with an eye patch.
He probably had something behind his eyes in case because he felt that was a vulnerable spot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he had something block
And
the
again,
bullet.
who gives a crap? He's coming back.
Come back.
Because those scenes, like,
And
I am
that-
excited
That
for
red
Kingsman.
Yeah.
band. I
Kingsman
watched the
was
red
good.
band trailer of that. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, Kingsman, I'm excited for.
I'm excited for Channing Tatum in that. And when they were doing the panel, apparently Halle Berry chugged that much whiskey.
Oh really?
Dear.
Because he had a glass and Channing Tatum had it, and she thought he was just going to pour that much. He just kept going, and then she was just standing there in front of the whole crowd, just fine, and just chugged. You could see she was going to go,
Like, oh.
but she kept going.
Well,
and
and
she
I love
finished
Channing
it.
Tatum in that movie, too, just as, like, the statesman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Being from this,
the
and being
States-
very cowboy, and I'm just like, oh my god,
my
this
God.
movie's so good. It's like, it takes all those old James Bond flicks where they're like, let's go over the top with these bad guys,
Yeah.
and just do it up, and it's like, yeah.
yeah. And
You can have your Daniel. Oh, and Daniel Craig, by the way.
Oh
we
yeah,
didn't
he's
talk
doing
about
one
this.
more.
He signed a contract
One-
to do one more.
Do one more.
yeah.
After he,
I don't know.
he released
after
that
he-
statement
I
where he
know.
was like, I am never doing
They're gonna have
another
to
one.
pay me
I'd
a
rather
crap load.
cut my wrist than do it.
Yeah,
another.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said. That's what he said.
I kind of liked how.
I-
How was it? No, it wasn't.
I still
Skyfall.
haven't seen Spectre.
Was it
Spectre is
Spectre?
the last
I liked
one,
how
yeah.
that ended with him.
Yep.
Where he just.
It
Not
wasn't.
spoiling anything.
Yeah, but
he
he
walks
walks-
off.
It
into
wasn't
the
the,
distance.
and it wasn't the greatest film.
No.
And that's what they're saying is they want him to end on a high note, and I'm like, just
Yeah,
let him
but
walk.
They
Like
had
let
the
him
arc.
go into.
They
I
had
know.
the 3-movie
That's what I mean. It was
arc.
perfect.
Everything
Yeah.
tied into each other.
Trilogies
and he walked
are the
off
best.
in the distance, and he should have just left it like that.
They should have.
Yeah.
I agree, and I'm like, I wasn't a hugest Daniel Craig because opening with a poker movie kind of.
I liked it.
But
Unless he comes back for like training a new 007. Or,
that would be
I don't know.
insane. Actually,
Maybe it's
showing
maybe it's a
the
twist.
transition.
Yeah, the transition. Maybe that's what it is.
He
and
becomes the new M.
as he just hands off his stuff to like Idris
Yeah.
Elba and walks away.
Your turn.
Yeah,
yeah, like I think that would be cool if they did it that way. Like,
and that would be actually really cool. Just
and
to
maybe
show
that's
that
why he
that's
signed
why-
on. It's not like a full James Bond movie for him. He just makes a cameo, which would be cool.
That'd be neat.
But I don't think they're gonna do
I
that.
don't
No, I think it's
I
a
don't think.
full
Yeah,
on,
they're doing a
he's
full.
coming back.
Honestly, though, I would love it in one of those if these newer movies to actually show them like passing some like the passing of the torch essentially.
That gives
Yeah.
away some of the mystery with behind that.
And I get
Yeah.
that, but I think it would just be cool for him to be like walking out the door, and whoever replaces M is like, you know,
I think I just,
by Henry.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
They
no longer
gave him
James
Yeah,
Bond.
they gave him back his real name.
Yeah,
I know
I think that
everybody
would
wants
ruin it,
Idris
yeah.
Elba,
It would ruin it,
but I
but-
think he kind of is getting to that point in age.
Idris.
Yeah,
Yeah, where he's getting too old to be doing that.
it would
Depends
be
on which-
so cool to
depends on
have
which
him though. As
Bond
I
you
get
want to
everybody
do.
wants him to do
yeah,
it,
but
Yeah.
he is getting.
but I think he's kind of getting up there. Where if you want to go more younger,
yeah,
I think when Daniel Craig started, he was
Yeah,
on
and
the
it
younger
depends on what
side.
kind of
Yeah.
Bond you want to do
yeah.
in
Well,
the
this-
long run.
we- I don't know.
Unless they do like a Logan type movie for James Bond.
Old man Bond.
Old man Bond.
where he dies at the end, and then they get a call. Okay, we need someone
Activate,
else.
yeah, activate 007.
Yeah,
Get the
006,
replacement
you
in.
get to move up.
yeah.
Is that how this works? Sean Bean.
John Bean comes back. That'd be it.
All right,
I love
finally
Sean
on
Bean.
007.
Yeah.
Do you want to go up in numbers or down? Maybe they call 008 to replace 007.
So, look,
Really,
I think,
you
I
want to be
think you
001.
I think you probably go lower.
Could be.
Then why do we want to see? I want to see the 001 movie.
Oh, is he done?
If James Bond
Triple O.
if James Bond is that good,
Well, you go from 001 to just M. You're in charge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I guess so. Okay, I want to see the 001 movie.
Yeah.
That's why all my key monikers online are always Yoshi001, and it was like, why did you pick 001? And I'm like, because he's higher than James Bond. Clearly, like I outrank James. If James Bond is 007, I am clearly better.
Or yeah, you can go either way with the numbers.
Either way, yeah, Daniel Craig's doing another
Yeah.
Bond flick.
Yeah.
Not that that's
I like the
Comic-Con news,
the
but,
James Bond stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the rumored whatever is it, N64
4
mini
mini,
classic.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Surprise!
Yeah.
They'll come out next year.
Next year thing
They'll
will
bring back
be
GoldenEye.
Switch Classic. Just kidding.
Before you even get this.
Hey guys, we got the Switch Classic.
All these great games on the Switch Mini. Oh,
a mini Switch.
Probably won't even have enough stock for me to get that either.
No, they won't. 'Cause they'll make 2 of them. Because that's how all this stuff works. As my computer slowly freezes.
that's
My one hard drive is slowly starting to bite it.
yeah. I think that's was
Oh,
about
Lego Motion Studios.
trailer. I don't know if it.
Yes. We don't know when trailers come out. We're not that kind of
Yeah.
news station.
I have no idea.
We don't get inside info.
I would assume sometime
We report on
Can we
stuff
hypothesize?
tomorrow.
later today. Well, they already released a poster for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they did
I
release
wouldn't be
the
surprised
poster.
if you see a trailer. Come
When do
out
they
sometime
usually
soon.
release the poster before a trailer?
I
All
don't
the
know.
time.
Again, I have
All the
not
time.
done that research. I was not anticipating that question
From Lego?
from Lego Motion Studios. Hey, are you the assholes that like stopped me from streaming Lego Avengers? 'Cause someone put a copyright notice on that, and I am not pleased. Either way, oh look at all of these games.
You should probably delete some of those.
Why?
Tony Stark. I saw Tony Stark in there. Somewhere.
Under T?
Toy Story, Top Gear,
Turok.
Tony Hawk.
Oh, Tony Hawk. Sorry, not Tony Stark. I mean, oh yeah, I saw
A
Tony,
Tony
Hawk,
Stark
and I'm just
movie.
like, still.
Or Tony Stark game.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like building
I'll show you my
building
Super
different
Nintendo Mini.
Tony Stark building different like suits. You can customize your own suits.
Honestly, that'd be a kick-ass game.
Yeah.
I was very sad when because Sega got the rights to all the Avengers games when the Avengers first started.
Yeah.
And Iron Man, I'm like, oh cool, like they're focused solely on these games. They're not actually fully like it's not just a tie-in game.
Yeah.
So Iron Man came out, and I'm like, yeah, it is essentially a jet fighter game,
Oh, really?
but you are Iron Man.
Oh, so it's literally just flying.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, this is poop.
Yeah.
And then, but they made up for it with their Captain America movie. So whoever they put on their Captain America game was killer because Captain America, they did the smart thing where they do that montage of him destroying all those Nazi bases.
Yeah.
In the game, they're like, you are in a Nazi base, destroy.
Just destroy.
So you work your way through like essentially a castle to destroy a thing, and the
Oh, that's
combat
cool.
was like you felt it, like
You
you know,
felt.
you threw
Like
the shield.
Captain America.
You threw the shield and it like thunk, 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 kunk, and you're like, yes, I am so badass. Iron Man did not feel like where I
I'm
should
Iron
feel
Man,
like I
yeah.
am Iron Man.
Like, I think it would be cool if you could play... If they made an Iron Man game where you had a mission, you had to customize a new suit specifically for that mission,
Yeah,
and then, have at it, and
Yeah.
then...
exactly.
And then you can make another suit, and there's different weapons.
You could
and,
get
like,
different
custom-
suits,
Yeah.
but you couldn't customize, and the customizing pieces
would be
like.
super...
See, and I go back to Metabots,
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say, but I was like...
and
does
honestly,
anyone
if
know
you have
Metabots?
if you have a 3DS, get oh man, what is it now? I played it forever, and then it was an JRPG, and I stopped playing it. But you got little pocket robots.
Yeah, there's... Robo...
I forgot what it was, but it was a great
So,
game
yeah,
because it was
I
the same
remember
thing
that
where
game.
you're like, you beat this guy, you got his arm, and I'm like, it's Metabots.
And then Metabots was such a great show.
But they're pocket size. I know, I love Metabots.
Metabots is... I don't
the
know whatever
concept of
happened.
that where
the
you're
concept was like, I beat you, I get this piece, I can
Yeah.
upgrade my guy to be better.
And again, that was like toys back then. Pogs. That was the same
Yeah.
thing. If I
Yeah.
win, I get all like whatever I
I
flip.
get your
get.
stuff, yeah. It was like childhood, like, gambling.
And honestly, Pogs. Now that I'm older, entices me way more because I can just buy a set to play with.
Yeah.
And then you can sit there with that one, like, okay, I'll put my, you know, red Power Ranger in if you put your whatever in, and we'll...
It was essentially like childhood gambling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to risk this because I think I can beat you, and then you can take all their stuff.
Because, like, Pokemon cards, it's trading. Pogs was like, you know, you put your thing in there going like...
stakes at hand.
Yeah, like, I could lose my blue Power Ranger.
I could lose my Slammer, and...
Yeah. Either way, this is my Super Nintendo Classic.
Oh, wow. I am so jelly. On your Raspberry?
This is just on my computer.
Oh, this is on your computer. Nice. Jeez, you have the whole alphabet on there.
I have every game.
You have Gauntlet.
The only other thing I kind of saw.
I heard that someone was... I don't know if this was a rumor, but I saw someone put something on Reddit about, like, a new Gauntlet game. Because I could not find anything else about that. But if they, like, remade...
you did the research. It's like, Gauntlet?
I could never...
Super Nintendo. I might have Gauntlet on here. I didn't acquire all the N64 games because they take up a lot more room.
Yeah, I could see that.
And they don't always run properly.
Someone will also put that on there too.
Gauntlet
like,
Legends.
How many megabytes was the original NES Mario?
Yeah.
And then they posted an image that was more megabytes than the actual game. Like just the logo of Mario was more megabytes in the game. So they are?
That's available on Steam. That's whatever's on Steam.
Oh.
I mean, it's Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah.
If you want Gauntlet, Gauntlet's Gauntlet.
I guess, yeah, Gauntlet's good. I just remember the old... I don't know why, that the old... I think it was the whole co-op
and we played it in an arcade.
Yeah.
Because we had Palladium back
Maybe that's
then.
what it was.
Yeah, Palladium.
That was my favorite game.
We had Palladium, so that was kind of the big transition period there. So yeah, for us here, it's one of those news weeks where there's so much, but it's all
it's comic,
but it's all, and it's only this big. Like again, Marvel's like, oh, there's a new line out called Spider-Man and Deadpool, Friends No More. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Like to me, I go, I don't care about your comic book events and this and that and everything. Like,
I want the big stuff.
Well, or if I'm reading Spider-Man, I'm reading Spider-Man. Like, you don't have to tell me that these events are...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. For me, that's how I feel about comics.
Yeah.
Like, when I read Ultimate Spider-Man, I read Ultimate Spider-Man. And as you're reading Ultimate Spider-Man, in the pages, they're, like, advertising for the next big event. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listening to someone... I don't know. It's weird with comics. So they'll do it for movies. I'm like... What can you tell me about Stranger Things Season 2?
I still haven't watched the first season.
But like, I'll listen to them talk for days. But,
nope.
But, I won't listen to them talk about comic books like that. Where like, the next big story is going to take place here. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want Peter Parker swinging around doing Spider-Man things. Why does he have to, like, why are there so many Spider-Men now? Either who, from Barrel Roll News, you can check us out for more of our stuff at barrelrollnews.com for all of our links to our social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, obviously. Check us out on YouTube. That's where all of our videos get sent. So if you want to see our backlog of 300 and some videos, they're all there. Brian and I have been doing a Let's Play of The Forest. So there's, I don't know how many episodes of that now, where we ramble on and build a cool fort.
And fight cannibals.
And fight cannibals and mutants.
At some point we gotta go into those caves and like...
Yep.
Sleeping.
And...
Okay, that works.
We'll have the Patreon.
Our Patreon's there,
Good
www.patreon.com/brnn. Thanks, guys.
I was watching the dog.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, it's time warp. Patreon.com/brnn. You can play games with us and actually chat with us and do some playcast stuff.
Yeah.
You can also check us out on Discord, where we post some weird stuff every once in a while and keep in communication, so you can check us out there. And I believe that's it. So stick around. Tony will be here.
Hopefully.
If he's not, he's out catching Pokemon. We'll hear from him when he's actually here. And so with that, everybody, thanks for watching.
So long.
We'll see you in a couple minutes for the post-credit show.
Bye.